Have you ever noticed how the ultra rich, like the billionaires, seem to be very unbothered about the fact that this planet that we're on is actually dying? Let's start. The rich. These are the rich people. This is the rich. Who are the rich? Let's use rate for this guy. People like Elon Musk, Bezos, and who else? These are the two perfect examples. All right, let's just add one person. And Zuckerberg. Zuck. So these are the perfect examples. These three are the three perfect examples. All right, these three people, billionaires. These people do not care about this planet. So this is our planet. This is our planet. We name this Earth. At any point, if you see any mistake, any spelling mistake, just move on. Just try to grab what we're talking about. Okay. So this is our planet, Earth, right? So my argument is, these people, they do not really care about Earth. They do not care about this planet. They don't care. All they care about is accumulating more money, cause problems, accumulate more money for themselves. All right. So they do not care about us. No one bit. They don't care about us, because for them, all they want is the money. While you and while we are panicking about whatever is happening in the world right now, these people don't care. All they care about is money. Money and their shareholders. That's all they care about. Money and their shareholders, to get the profit for their shareholders, right? That's all they care about. They don't care about us. They don't care about our planet. They don't care about nothing. Why? And the reason why they do not really care is because they have a plan B. This is their plan B, a new planet that they can escape to. All right, that they can destroy this one and then escape to their plan B. This is their plan B. Mars and the moon. You hear these people, especially these two. Especially these two with their rockets and all that toy, some shaped like dicks and stuff, with their rockets. And do you think you and we are ever gonna have the chance to go to the moon, even if it's colonized? And do you think you and I ever gonna have the chance to go there? No, they don't give a hell. They don't care about us. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. No, they are trying to. This is my argument. They are trying to run here. They're trying to go colonize these places because it's brand new. So they can always escape here and build their colonies that side, and while they kill us. That's why I put this here with red, because they don't care. They don't care about us. They don't care if we die or live. They don't really care. Which is why you see they would push conflict, support wars, pollution. They're not saying anything. The climate is dying. It's not their problem. They don't really care about humanity. No, they don't, because they have a plan B. Like I said, this is their plan B. All right, they already have a plan B. That's why they don't care. That's my argument. That's why I feel like they don't care, because there's no reason why somebody living on the same planet that we are living on, scientists are saying that the climate is dying, and they are gonna sponsor somebody. So nincompoop. Wait, you already know who I'm trying to write. They're gonna come sponsor some idiot man. They're gonna sponsor this idiot to come and tell you and I that no, the planet is not actually burning. The planet is not actually dying. No, it's fake news. All because why? Because of money. Because of shareholders. I don't know if you understand because right now I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to talk about. They already have their plan B, so they don't really care about you and me. They already have where they're gonna escape to. So there's no thing that there's no way you're gonna convince me that this conflict here in Iran, the Iran war, is not something that they want. The conflict. This is not this one. When we talk about conflict, we're talking about something like what is happening in in Ireland right now and Britain. Yeah, the whole march against immigrants. And you find this idiot, this fucking racist motherfucker, supporting and saying that people supporting violence. He is pushing violence.
You made the point that some of the people involved in those incidents you're talking about, targeting people of colour in Northern Ireland, were very young. Where are their ideas coming from?
I think a lot of it is radicalization online. I think some of it is misinformation, because we hear so much misinformation peddled by particular news media, and also, as I say, online by bad faith actors. When you have people like Elon Musk actually retweeting protests without the context that we have in Northern Ireland, that so often street demonstrations will spill over into violence, and without knowing the temperature that we're dealing with here, it just goes to show that they're willing to exploit what was an absolutely tragic and horrific event in order to make a wider political point. I would hate to think my politics was so base that when someone almost loses their life, my first thought is, how do I exploit this for my political gain? If that's where your politics and your views are at, you need to reconsider the job that you're in.
And the reason why I feel like he is doing that is because maybe he wanted to do business in that country, and the people are like, no, we have laws, you have to follow the law, you have to do things the way things are supposed to be done, you have to go by the rules. And he don't like following rules. There's an example, he wanted to bring Starlink into South Africa officially, and they were like, no, follow the BEE, like the black power, the black empowerment, something. You have to have like a certain, I don't know exactly, but you have to have like a black person of South African descent to be part of the company, something like that. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But he was like, nah, fuck that, no. But that's how laws, that's the law in South Africa. Those are some of the things that companies coming to South Africa have to follow, because South Africa they're trying to empower black people, right? Because they have been through some tough times in the past. And he was like, no, fuck that. And then instead brought this whole narrative that white people, they were killing white people in South Africa, which was wrong. And then when that died down, all of a sudden he started supporting the conflict. It's like a conflict now, like the protest. Let's not say conflict. Conflict is a big word. He started promoting those protests in Britain, and I'm pretty sure I'm not pretty sure, but I think he's also behind what is happening in South Africa right now, and also what is happening that side, because there are actually tweets of him showing his support for the people that are burning places in Britain and in Ireland. So that's one of the ways these people are trying to kill us. They are pushing forward things that do not really benefit us, just because they want to have the opportunity to make more money. The war in Iran, this is how I see this, the war in Iran. So these people want everyone in the world to bow to them. That's what I feel like they want. These people want every country in the world to bow to them. That's what I feel like they want. They want every person, every country to bow to them, to listen to them. That's why the ones that do not really want to listen, they always come up with some problems. South Africa did not want to just give this guy, just open the door for this guy to come do business freely. And he said they're killing white people in South Africa. And we saw how that went down. So they would push. My thing is, the war in Iran is because they are trying to make the war uncomfortable so they can make more money. So Iran sells, we're going off topic, but it's going to make sense. Iran sells oil to China for cheap, right? Cheap for a very, very cheap price. And China does not really practice capitalism the way America practices capitalism. The kind of capitalism that America practices is the kind of capitalism that would literally be killing you and see that you are dying and not do anything to try to revive you. Like, they will kill you and you will die and they will move on.
The New York Times reported that a woman actually died of cardiac arrest at the warehouse, and a co-worker told reporters she'd witnessed that woman telling managers that she was short of breath and asking for an extra break, which her supervisor denied. Not just that, other workers said managers then told them to keep moving boxes as her body lay on the floor.
Like, America's capitalism, capitalists control the politics in America. Like, the capitalists control the politicians in America. So they control politics. So these people control America. These billionaires control America. These people, they control America. They are the ones that control America. You can see, because, for example, this guy used a lot of money, spent a lot of money to get this buffoon elected. So whatever he says to this guy, he has to do. And this is just one of the names that sponsored him to become president. So these people actually run America. But here in China, it does not really work like that. Plenty of these people really want to do business here, but these people have like strict rules. China have like very, very strict rules. Like, billionaires, like, capitalists cannot really be capitalists here. You can do business here, it's fine, but you don't control nothing. We set rules, we control you. So I feel like the Iran war was a way to try to choke, like, to cut this oil, so these people don't get oil anymore, and then these people are going to be more dependent on America. And because the billionaires control America, they indirectly are going to also control China. You get me? So I feel like that's why this war is happening. That's one of the reasons why this war is happening. But that's beside the point, though, okay? And you see, they are also killing us by polluting the air. One of the ways they're doing this is because now we have AI. And the thing with AI is, whenever you type anything in your AI app, you're trying to say how to make a video or how to cook food or something. When you type it into AI, it goes to your data center to get that information. And then when it's getting that information, that whole center or a particular part of that center heats up. To cool it down so the next person can also have the opportunity to also access that center, it cools it down with water, clean drinking water that people need, right? And because of this, people are complaining that, no, these data centers are damaging the water sources, the water in the area.
Recent reports have shown how energy use by AI data centers that we've been talking about are potentially causing electricity prices to rise for some Americans. But a new study says our drinking water is also impacted. Meteorologist Max Paris explains why so much water is being used and how advocacy groups want this issue addressed.
As the demand for artificial intelligence accelerates, the data centers that operate this new technology are consuming vast amounts of natural resources to get the job done, including fresh water, which cools off these massive servers and evaporates as it does so, with a new study showing this could threaten the drinking water supply nationwide. When you give AI a prompt, servers at data centers utilize enormous amounts of energy responding to them. As News Nation has previously reported, the increased demand potentially causing some Americans' electricity bills to soar by up to 20%. This energy consumption generates heat, reducing the efficiency of these servers. So to counter that, data centers use incredible amounts of fresh water to cool them off, which could be threatening the water supply. According to new research from Purdue University, an average data center uses 300,000 gallons of water every day, enough to supply 1,000 homes, with 2/3 of new data centers being built in water-scarce regions like Arizona and Texas. In the Lone Star State, data centers will use 46 billion gallons of water this year alone and are projected to use nearly 400 billion gallons by 2030.
So there's pollution, there's air pollution, there's water pollution, there's air pollution and other pollutions. One of the fucked up thing is that they are building these things in places where people live. Like in places where people live. And people are complaining about it, but they're not listening. They keep building these things and people are complaining, they're not listening. They're trying to make it bigger. And these are the main people. This person has an AI company and he needs to build data centers so people can access the data centers. This person also is trying to build, I watched a documentary the other day and he's building one of the biggest. The video actually showed like a long distance where these people, like a plot of land, in plural, lands, that this person is trying to build like data centers at. And as we know, people say, the people that live around these data centers say it pollutes the air, there's noise because there's a hum sound that happens, and the water, they can't drink the water from the taps because it's contaminating the water somehow. It's killing the planet and it's killing us and it's killing humanity. But they don't care because why? They are making money. Because why? Of shareholders. So they are building data centers even after people are complaining. They don't listen because this is not their planet. They are actively trying to escape here to Mars and to the moon. This is their new colonies. This could also be like a conspiracy theory, but I feel like it's got to be true. This is their plan B. This is why they keep building rockets. This is why they keep building rockets and testing things every time. Their rockets are their exit strategy. That's their exit strategy, to escape to a planet for the capitalist, the top capitalist, these people and their friends. Because, hey, this is not just all. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of these people, the billionaires. There are a lot of these billionaires in America and they hold America like in their in the kahunas. So their rockets are their escape strategy, their exit strategy to a planet for the capitalist, right? This planet and maybe other planet or something that we don't know yet. But this planet, this is the planet for capitalists, and it's not for people. This earth that they're killing every day and they're not doing anything to try to fix it, this is for us. They're gonna leave this to us. Like, this is gonna be our legacy, but they're gonna make sure that before they leave, they should destroy it. I always have this ideology, this thing in my head, like like in these sci-fi movies, like the Marvel movies, there's always a planet for natural resource harvesting. Like, the planet is always in chaos, but it's the planet where people go to mine natural resources and then take it to a more civilized planet that's where they actually use the natural resources. So Earth is going to play that part very soon. Earth is where they harvest everything and they make their money. Everything is on Earth. The chaos is on Earth. Everything is burning on Earth, but then they're living that side on that planet, on these two planets, peacefully enjoying life. Everything is nice that side, but on planet Earth, on this our Earth here, everything is burning. Instead of them to stay and fix this planet, our planet, they are trying to run away. You can see as proof that they are not even trying to fix the planet. Every day we complain about poverty. America has one of the highest numbers of billionaires in the world, right? How can a country that has the highest number of billionaires also have like very high number of poor people? So that's what I'm saying. Instead of staying, they are not doing anything to fix this planet. They're instead killing it more and more and more. And that's why I think they don't care about us. They really don't care about us. So it boils down to this. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. One of the fuckiest part is that they will make you as a white person or as a black person, no, as a white person, think that it's you against black people. I'm sorry. Don't make you think that it's you against black people. Like, don't make us fight each other. No, it's them against us. They are literally killing our planet and they have their plan B and they're trying to run away. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you. See you on the next one.